This is Jake from PokerDatamine.net, and today I'm going to show you how to data mine Absolute Poker on the Cereus network. To do this, we're going to use a program called Datamine Absolute. If you don't have this already, you can get it by going to my website at www.pokerdatamine.net/datamine-cereuspoker. I'll go ahead and launch Datamine Absolute. And as you can see, it is a somewhat complicated and advanced hand grabber. In this video, I'll just show you the basics of how to getting it to work and how to get started data mining. And in a later video, I'll show you some of the more advanced features. So what I'll do now is I will set it up so it will data mine any table that you open at Absolute Poker, but it won't do any kind of automatic data mining where it open and close tables automatically. And for example, replace your screensaver. So to do this, I will first go to options and make sure that manual operation mode is checked. You can see that it is already checked here by the check mark out to the left. I'll just turn it off here. So you can see now the check mark went away. Now it's turned off. Now it's turned on again. Yeah, you can see it like this. And down here, I will just select stakes. When you have manual operations mode turned on, this doesn't matter. However, if you were using some of the more advanced features, it would use the filters. The reason I'm going to set them now is because if you don't have some settings, it will refuse to launch. This is a little bug with the program, and I expect it will be corrected probably in a week or two, but in order to demonstrate, I need to select this here. I've selected 1 to fixed limit, but this doesn't have any kind of impact on what I'm doing right now. So what I'm going to do now is I'll make sure that that Absolute Poker is not open, because Datamine Absolute have to launch the poker client in order to grab the hands. So I'll go ahead here and I will click start. And now Datamine asks if I'm sure that I want to run it in manual operations mode. I'll click yes. And now Datamine will launch Absolute Poker. And as you can see here, the poker client is working exactly as you would assume it would, and as it works normally. Now I'll just go find some random tables over there. There are some 5-10 heads up here. I usually don't data mine heads up tables, but they for this video I'll just select them because the play is faster here, so we will get hand histories faster. And now I'll go back to Datamine Absolute. You can see here I have 2 tables open, and now in the lower right corner you can see that there's a little status window where it's counting the amount of hands it's data mining, and it'll also show you some additional information, like it just says that data mining is currently running. I'll just pause the video for a couple of minutes here so I can gather some more hands, so I can demonstrate importing them into Holdem Manager. It's now been around 5 minutes and I have collected 30 hands, so I will just stop the data mining now. Before I stop, I just want you to notice that the name of this player here is Knucklehead without an H, excuse me, a K. And to stop it, I will just go to Datamine and press stop and kill ABS, which means that it will shut down the poker client and also stop the data mining. And I will also close down Datamine Absolute. Before I shut it down, I just want to show you here that you can change where the hand histories are saved. I have by clicking output path here and then selecting the drop down menu and selecting browse, and I have already set it up to use this folder here on my desktop called Absolute Poker HH. By default it's set to the Absolute Poker hand history folder, which is perfectly fine, but for this tutorial I've selected the folder on the desktop, so it's easier for me to find them and demonstrate it. And now I'll shut down Datamine, and I'll just show you here the hand history folder. You can see I have a data mining 2 tables, and I have now 2 files, and I'll just show you here. Yeah, we have a perfectly fine and functional Absolute Poker hand history. I'll shut that down again, and now I will open Holdem Manager to import the hand histories. In Holdem Manager, I will go to import from folder, and now I will browse, so I have selected the folder I was saving the hand histories to. In my case it's Absolute Poker HH. You may want If you're using the defaults, you may already have set at Holdem Manager up to import hand histories from Absolute Poker, so you won't have to do this, but I like to doing it this way, so I get the Datamine hand histories separately. And as you can see, Holdem Manager are now importing the hand histories, and it's done. So, and as you can see, it says here that there were no errors and no duplicate hands, and that it has imported 35 hand histories. I'll just to make sure that this works, I'll just go to players here, and no, wait, I remember the name, it was a knucklehead, so I'll just go to cache games, and I will look up one of the players to find his hand histories. So yeah, knucklehead 25. Just for the record, the screen name you saw just a couple minutes ago up here in player, that was not my account, it was just a random player I looked up for the party poker head grab tutorial I made. Now you can see here that Knucklehead, as we saw on the heads up table, his stats is displayed, and I'll just go into hands and open a random one of the hand histories. Let's see if it will launch. Here it goes, and as you can see, it's a perfectly functioning hand history. I'll just quickly go through it. You can see that the stack sizes are correct, and with the hands and the flops, turn and river are working. If you enjoyed this video and would like to know more about data mining or download a free trial of Idle Miner Absolute that I used in the video, you can go to www.pokerdataMine.net/datamine-Cereus.